Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. It is Vinky here today and we move on. Ah yeah. So the next one is Sonic Flower. I'm getting through these bad boys pretty quickly and I'm enjoying it so far. So there you go. I don't really know much about this, so let's take a look. Okay, excitement is in the air and fall kind of, sort of, but not because it's 80 some odd degrees. But by the time it gets up, it'll probably be like October, so never mind. So there's no such thing as a girl in a band. But there's definitely a thing as the girl in the band. Okay, I was like, wait a second. No, did you see that? I'm like, there was that pause. Sonic Flower vividly narrates the journey of front women who not only embrace music but also reshape the very way we create and experience it. Just as Blondie or Joan Jett revolutionized musical landscape, these women forge paths, break barriers, and command stages. There you go. They sure do, and many, many more. So that is exciting. So this is for the women of rock. So the notes are going to be, the head note is pink pepper, a little spicy, carrot seeds, making it a little earthy and grounded. Heart note, orris, jasmine petals, and bass notes, ambroxan. Ambroxan. Boop. Cashmere woods and skin musks. Oh no. Okay. So here's the thing. I'm not a huge fan of musks. I don't mind them. But what I will say about room 1015 thus far is they really know how to work with musks. Sometimes musks, especially on somebody like me who really gets those scents, it can overtake a scent if your chemistry likes it. This is one of the first brands where that does not happen with me. The musk is just right and it doesn't overwhelm, for those of you who are like me. So I love that. So I don't have to worry. I'm getting a little bit of that musk straight up. I'm like, smell that. But here we go. Oops, I didn't mean to hit my skin. Ooh, this is not what I expected. Now it's dripping. I can smell it. These are very juicy. these almost work too well. But that's okay. So immediately, I got the carrot seed. Yeah, that was interesting. You do get that carrot. It's very carrot forward. It's not too sweet. It is a sweetness of carrot, but it's more of that watery smell of carrot. But I think part of it's the other components. So if you know, like Rabbit from Zoologist, it's a very sweet type of carrot. But I think it's also more of a gourmand. So that's its purpose. With this is not a gourmand. So what I'm getting is that like carrot juice that has a tiny bit of sweetness, but that wateriness to it and that very distinct carrot smell. Definitely getting that. That's like, it's kind of strange. I'm getting almost like a slight adhesive smell, or maybe more like a medical band-aid. Yeah, something medical. Yeah, that's interesting. Not that it's bad. It's like the carrot with some type of light floral, and then it's this that's really strange. I don't know, not almost like packing tape or something. I know it is. It's not that it's bad. Everybody's like, oh no. It's not bad at all. It's actually very light and watery in a way. It's almost it's almost like aquatic in its own way, which is very interesting. It's not an aquatic, but it definitely has that feel to it, like a floral aquatic. This is not what I expected at all. It's almost like it reminds me of a lotus just floating along, but it's pink pepper. I'm not getting that. I'm not really getting that pink pepper. Maybe it's just so light I'm not getting it, but the orris and jasmine, and then the cashmere woods and skin musks. That's interesting. I'm not really getting the musks, but those are the base notes, so they're not going to come forward yet. But it's very aquatic and floral. Yeah. with a little bit of that carrot seed floating on top. This is totally not what I thought it was going to be. It totally is not what I thought it would be. It's very light. I do want to point out that a lot of these scents are very here. They're very close to the body. They're not bombastic at all. That seems to be the word I use all the time here. I know. It's like they're really well blended, and they're just not overwhelming. They're just around this area, but even with the stronger notes, this one does not have stronger notes, but some of them have, they tend to stay closer to the body, and I don't feel they're very, intrusive to other people, which is nice. But this one is totally not what I expected. It's like a beautiful floral aquatic. Yeah. So let's try it on the clothing. It's exactly the same for me. That's so strange. It's exactly the same. This is interesting. I'm curious to see where this goes in the next hour, because these do morph a little bit, some more than others, but I'm curious to see where this goes, because it was just kind of a surprise to me. I'm like, this is not, and that's what I'm finding with these. You see certain notes with this collection, and you have this preconceived idea of what it's going to be, and you're like, I know this, and then it's like, you're completely wrong. It completely takes it to a profile that you didn't see coming. And that's what's happening here. So I'm going to check back in an hour, and we will see where Sonic Flower has gone. Still smelling this around me. It's really nice. I will say I'll get wafts of it while I'm walking around, and it's a really light, beautiful, fresh scent. This is perfect for like spring or summer, wherever you want, when you want. But this is really, really lovely. Again, I'm still getting that very aquatic note to it, just when I'm walking around. Very aquatic and floral. So I don't know if it's necessarily too groundbreaking, but that being said, I don't need that. It smells good. So I'm definitely getting a little bit of that musk. My body loves musks though, and it's definitely coming up, but the thing is, it's not overwhelming, which is what I appreciate. But let's try it on the skin. It's very aquatic. It just, to me, it smells aquatic. It does. Even though that's not the notes, I'm getting that floral and the aquatic notes and a little bit of that musk. A little bit of that hum of musk. But what I love about 1015, like room 1015, is, like I said, those musks, even with somebody whose body chemistry loves them, does not come on too strong. So I'm a big fan of that. It's the perfect mix. It actually kind of reminds me, now I know I'm kind of loving it, of Hazy Blue from Aloria a little bit. That's kind of in the vein it is. So if you know Aloria's Hazy Blue, you're like, I know this one. I'm like, this is familiar. That's why. I love that. That's one, oh, I love that one. That's one of my faves lately. Hazy Blue. I'm kind of sad because we're going to fall, and that's more of my spring, summer, and I wore it, and I love it. It's beautiful. So that's what this reminds me of. That's why I love it so much, right there. So let's try it on the clothing. Interesting. On the clothing, it's much more floral. Definitely getting the florals coming through, the orris and the jasmine. Definitely more floral. That's interesting. Let's try it again. Yeah, the musk doesn't come through as strong because not my chemistry. So it's not as much Hazy Blue on my chemistry, but just more florals here. Just a very light, delicate floral. We no longer have the carrot scent to it. I'm not really getting the woods. Yeah, no, not so much. Maybe that's just me, but this one's really lovely. I do like it. I mean, if anything near Hazy Blue, I'm in. I love that. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to come back with this in about 4 hours. The lighting will be very different. Yay, that time of year. And I'll see you soon. Okay, so we made it. Yes, it has been 5 hours in total, and it is dark. I know, this is going to be fun when winter comes. Check out my earlier video so you can see what that looks like. But I can still smell this. It's very light. It's still around though, but I think you're going to want to refresh this probably around the 4 hour mark unless you really like a light scent, which is great too. I mean, it's great. Not everybody wants really large scents. This line, I feel in general, is that. So that's perfect. So definitely can still smell it. Loving what I'm smelling. And I think the reason why I love this one so much is because it reminds me of Hazy Blue from Meloria. I said it earlier, I stick by it, at least on my chemistry, but let's try it. It smells like Hazy Blue. Yeah, not quite as strong or atmospheric, but that's why. Let's try it on my shirt. It does smell more like, on my chemistry now, the Hazy Blue, which is from Meloria. It's very ozone. It has an ozone note to it and florals. So with this, I feel like this one is more floral based, while Hazy Blue tends to be a little bit more ozone based with florals. So I think there's something about Hazy Blue that's stronger and just pulls you in a little bit more. It's a little bit more, as you know, has a little bit more atmosphere than this one. This one is beautiful, but I will give the edge to Hazy Blue because I just feel like it's just put together more to what I like. But if you like Hazy Blue, you will probably like this, but I don't know if you would need both. So just something to to take in mind. So yes. Now, if I had to describe this, like I said, this would be more of a spring, more of a summer scent to me, but you wear what you want when you want. And some would probably say it leans a little bit more feminine because of the floral, but anyone can wear it. Anyone can wear it. Wear what you want. But yes, I love this one because it is very much Hazy Blue, but it doesn't quite have the kick that I love from Hazy Blue. So I would still put Hazy Blue above it. And also I feel like Hazy Blue, I know I'm trying to act like this isn't happening. I feel like Hazy Blue is just a little bit more powerful and lingers a little bit more. And I really love that ozone. So if you don't like ozone as much, like I said, this is more floral heavy. You might like this one better. I give it a try. But it's just beautiful and it stays right in this pocket. It's never overwhelming. It's a beautiful scent. This one is beautiful. And I think it represents the ladies of rock really well. It doesn't have the edge though, but I see what they're going for. It's not edgy, but it's still flowy and feminine and just glorious. I do love this one. So if I were going to give this one a rating, I would give it an 8 out of 10. And part of it is because it's Hazy Blue to me. That's why. Hazy Blue. I'm going to do a ranking of things at the end of the year, just so we could say goodbye to everything I tried this year. And you will be hearing from Hazy Blue. And I just think, for me, I appreciate that formula just a little bit more. This is beautiful. It is fantastic. But Hazy Blue, I don't know, some could say it's like that person you date. Like, let's say I had a boyfriend. I wouldn't do this, but I had friends who would do this. Okay, then you have a boyfriend and you're like, this one got away, but this one's similar. It was more she because it was my male friend. But, he was dating a woman and she got away, and so he found somebody who was very similar to her and went from there. This is kind of what that is. This isn't my Hazy Blue. It's the Hazy Blue is the one that got away, and this is the substitute. So yeah, 8.0 out of 10. This is a great one. Wonderful. So yes, we are moving on, and usually I put these at the end. Now, I have heard of this one. This one is pretty darn popular, the one we're getting to, and that is Cherry Punk. Now, there's two different kinds, so I don't know how I'm going to review that because, there's the Parfum and the other. So I don't really know. To be honest with you. So I'll have to sit on that one, but, we shall see. Maybe I will just to try it out, and then people go, why? Or maybe I'll use one or spray them each on each side. Can I cheat? Can I do that? Yeah, I can. So there you go. But with that, have a fabulous day, my friends. Bye.